If December usually has you feeling behind on everything, the events, the gifts, the thank you notes, grab your planner and some stickers, because today we're going to be setting up a December dashboard that's not just cute, but actually helps this month feel calm, cozy, and capable instead of chaotic. Hi friends, I'm Birgit, and this is Made with Birg. Around here, we use planners, stickers, and cozy little systems to help overwhelmed women feel a little more calm, cozy, and capable in real life. Today, I'm going to be using my Happy Planner Big, and I'm going to be setting up my monthly dashboard page. This page is kind of a home base for my whole month. There's fun stuff, there's the company, and some new sections I'm adding this year to lower stress of Christmas instead of crank it up. Now, my goal this year is a Christmas season that doesn't end with me in a puddle on January 1st. All right, today I'm going to be using different sticker sets from Planner Kate, Hubman and Chub Girl. And let's get through the little sections. So first, let's do the December up here and get that all set up. So we're going to do this here. So I have drawn on this, you can see that I've drawn a few things on here just to get my proportions right and the way I like things done. It just helps me when I'm doing stuff. This is Stick with the Plan Co. So I'm going to link all these stickers as usual down below so you can use those. Will help you. Isn't this pretty? I just love these Planner Kates. I did have a little spill in my planner. That's why I've got some red down there. That was a little bit difficult. But we're going to get through it, right? Guess you could say that was a non-calm moment. Actually, it was very calm. All right, let's put a few little fun things up here. So December looks cute. All right, I think we're ready to go. Let's get this. First, we're going to do, I'm going to be putting a box here for my Christmas movie marquee. Now, last Christmas, I made this big list of movies, and you may do this, that we wanted to watch, and we almost never used it. It actually made it so much harder to choose, and then we literally just lost the list halfway through the season. So this year, the movies get their own little marquee box on the right of the dashboard where I can actually see it and check things off. So let's do this. Let's get this rolling here. Now, I've got some cute stuff. This is from Settled Dreams, and it is actually movie washi that I'm going to be using, I think, for this section. I'm kind of excited. So let's put that, actually, let's do, so here we go. Let's do some movie marquee. They've got the stars on here, so let's start with that. And then we'll write movie marquee down. I'm kind of excited about this. I think this is really going to be fun. I hope this dashboard I've planned to kind of help increase the calm in my life and actually help me feel like I am capable of getting things done. So I hope that you find this helpful to you. Let's do that. Isn't that pretty? I love that stuff. Now let's do this. This is the movie one. These are from Settled Dreams, this washi. So do you have a favorite movie that you like to watch during the Christmas season? We're going to put down some different, I try to do different ones every time. So let's do this. We need something over that. Let's see. Let's do a mid one. This is cute. This is cute. I really like these washies. They're so cute. Okay, here we go. Movie time, admit one. Then we'll put a little sticker. I've got these adorable stickers too that have movies on them. So let's do that as well. Isn't that cute? All right, so let's get our list up here. Let's do a pretty color for this. We will do a green. Let's do a movie marquee. There we go. All right, now I'm going to outline this. I'll show you a little trick. kind of makes it more defined if you just take a marker, a regular pen. This is my Paper Mate. There you go. Okay, now let's put down some movies. And I'm going to put a little box in here. And then we'll color the boxes in just a second. So let's do Elf. I love Elf. And then The Holiday Inn. This is an older movie. I like to do kind of black and white sometimes, or older ones. Okay, now we're going to color these squares, and then once we do the movie, once we watch it, then I can come in and check it off. Isn't that great? Okay, isn't this cute? I like adding these. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so nice. So now we can say, what movie we're going to watch? We've got a list here. We're ready to go. The next box I'm going to do is called Guests and Gatherings. It's all the people coming in and out, the parties, the church services, the work things, all of it. If I don't park it all in one place and actually look at it, you can look at it, I'll end up double booking myself, and then I'm kind of mad at myself. So this is a home base for the big stuff. We've got to get going on in December. So here we go. I think this will be festive in here. I'll put some of this off. Here we go. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just going to do it like this so it just sort of works it off. And don't worry if you've got graphs in here. You're not going to notice that once you get everything in. So first I'm going to write out my gatherings, and then we'll use some other little stickers. So I'm going to use this black. I'm going to continue to use the black, I think. And let me list out the different things that we have. Okay, and I've made a list so I can put them on here. All right, now the 6th is Brenner. It's a Brenner. All right, the 7th is the carols, Christmas carols at church. That's going to be beautiful. They've been practicing all year. Can't wait to hear that. Okay, the 11th, I have a work party. So now when I plan my weeks, I can come back here and look at what we've got going on. And we're going to put guests and gatherings here underneath this. So let's do it in the red, maybe. That'll work. Okay. And let's jazz it up down here with some cute stickers. I've got these Rudolphs and all these cute Santas. Let's do some Rudolphs, I think. Isn't this fun? This just makes things easy, calming. Now I can look here when I'm doing my weeks and I don't have to worry that maybe I've forgotten something. And then let's do a little mistletoe. That's cute. Okay. All right, so this is our guest and gathering section. This space is a big fun space for Cozy Christmas Bingo. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be really fun. Okay, in this section, I'm going to lay down my washi first. I think that's going to work best. And we're going to do the trees, I think. And this one we are going to mark off a little bit better. Okay, so this section is not a must-do checklist. It's more kind of an activity menu for the month. Things like bake one treat or Christmas PJ night, look at the lights, play a game by the tree. And then I'm basically kind of playing a little game here, because if I check off a bunch of them, great. You know, if I only get to do a few, that's still a win. It keeps my December feeling fun instead of like another big to-do list that I'm failing at, right? So I like this setup on my dashboard because it's very functional and nice. It's something fun It's something that I can look at and it instantly gives me a calm feeling, a feeling that I can and have accomplished a few things. I get to remember different stuff from the month. It just is fun. So we're going to put this as our Merry and Bright bingo. All right, now I'm going to do the little sections. This is going to be fun. Okay, so, all right, so I'm going to do this in pencil first, and then I'll draw my lines, just so I got everything together, looking good. And then this one goes up just a hair. Okay. Let's do the green. Okay. You know what I'm also going to do is I'm going to make this a plaid. Okay, we'll do this way. Because I think this one would be cool. Yeah. All right, now let's go through and we will use our black marker to delineate the different lines. All right, now let's write in each square. We're going to write something. Let's see, text a friend. Make a Christmas craft. We're going to drink some hot cocoa. And then the last one is drive to see the lights. So again, isn't this going to be great? It's going to make things fun instead of like another whole to-do list for me. And then let's write this down like this. Okay, that turned out cute. So now down here, I'm going to add December highlights in a memories box. So it's the December highlights and memories box. And last year, I started jotting down just little highlights or memories each day or each week. And it was so fun to read back at the end of the week and then at the end of the month. It really helped me focus on the good stuff, not just the stress and the rush. So this is kind of like my little remember the joy box, right? It's going to help me remember all those cute joys and fun things. So first I'm going to do the name first on this one. Highlights and memories. And memories. Okay, so now I will define it better with this. So I think it looks better. I kind of got it off center, but that's all right. It's all part of the fun. Okay, now let's outline this with some stickers. Okay, so I am going to want to remember for a moment. Actually, let's do this first. I'm going to swoosh the lines first, sorry. So that we've got some lines we can work with. I want to do the funniest moment. Best family moment. Okay, isn't that cute? I think up here I'm going to run these two because I think that just looks good. Okay. I'm also going to add a brand new little section down here, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I'm calling it my calm plus cozy plus capable box, and that's really the energy I want for December. I still want it to be festive, but I don't want to come into January feeling like I've been shot out of a Christmas cannon. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So this will be my calm section, and then we'll do another one for cozy. And then one more for capable. Here's what we're going to do in these sections. So, to keep the calm, what I'm going to do is no plans on December 26th, one early bedtime. Now for cozy, I want some quiet reading time. Let's see, I'd like a hot cocoa and planning night. And then I'd also like some puzzle time. Now for capable, thank yous done by December 31st. House reset after Christmas. Would like to get Christmas cards by December 11th. So now I've split this into 3 tiny sections. The calm, this is where I'm going to write things that will protect my stress level. So that's why I have no plans on December 26th. I've got one early bedtime. Maybe don't say yes to more than 2 events per weekend. That might be a good one to put on there also. Now, these are the choices that keep me from going straight into like a meltdown mode. It's going to protect me. This is protecting me. Now, cozy, this is the fun, soft stuff that I want to actually make space for. I want to make time for cozy reading and hot cocoa plus planning and some puzzling. And if I don't write these down, December becomes just errands, obligations only, and then I don't really want to do that, right? I want to have some time for myself. And then capable. Now, this is my grown-up woman follow-through section. Thank you notes by December 31st. I need my house reset after Christmas, and I need to get my Christmas cards out by December 11th. These are things that make January me feel like, okay, we did that season well, instead of, wow, I survived that tornado. Now, you'll notice that I mentioned thank you notes and follow-up under the capable section. One of the things I'm really trying to do this year is not wait until January 1st, staring at a pile of gifts and text and think, who gave us what? Who did I forget? So starting next week on my weekly spreads, I'm adding a little thank yous and follow-up section in the sidebar. And each week I'll jot down who gave me what or who I want to send a text or a card to, and then I'll check it off when I've actually sent the thank you. I'm not doing this on this first week of December because that video is already filmed, but you'll see it popping up in the sidebars on the rest of my December weeklies. I'm also planning on keeping a little Christmas Day thank you list next to me while we open gifts. That way I can remember what came from who, then my weekly thank you sections can pull from that list, and I'm not relying on December brain to remember everything, right? So I've gotten all the structure down. I've written a few things, like a couple of Christmas movies I don't want to forget in the marquee, some visits and events we've already have planned in company and events, and a few Christmas bingo ideas like text a friend, make a Christmas craft. I'll fill in the highlights in the memories box as we go through the month. That's one of my favorite things to look back on. It just helps me remember the good stuff that happened in between all the errands and rushing and chaos. For me, this whole page, well, it's just like a home base for calm, cozy, capable December. Now, if I get overwhelmed mid-month, I can flip back here and go, okay, these were my priorities. These were the fun things. I don't have to do it all. It's just something to reference. Now, if you just want some calm planning in the background while you're doing your own December setup, I've also have a separate video where I'm going to be doing my December monthly calendar layout plus my weekly, and it's going to be silent, plan with me, kind of cozy music, so you can put it on and plan along. I'll link that for you in the description and cards. So this is my December monthly dashboard for this year. We've got fun pieces, the Christmas movie marquee, we've got the cozy Christmas bingo, we've got the highlights and memories box. We've also got some practical pieces in here. We've got company and events right here. And then, I love this, the new little calm, cozy, and capable box down at the bottom, which is my remember to lower my stress, make space for cozy moments, follow through on grown-up stuff like thank you notes and resets. Now, if December usually feels like a lot, I really recommend adding some version of this down here to your dashboard. You know, even if it's just the 3 bullets of calm, 3 for cozy and 3 for capable. All right, now in my upcoming December weekly videos, you'll see me start that thank yous and follow-up section in the sidebar. So now if you want ideas of how to track gratitude and follow through week by week, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I set this up. I hope your December feels a little calmer, a little cozier, and that you feel more capable than your brain tells you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.